Всем добрый день! Мы сегодня в гостях у мастера, который делает хендпаны. Хендпаны, ханги, летающие тарелки. Это те вещи, которые вы можете слышать о таких инструментах. Вот, собственно, такой инструмент. Давай покажем. Let him see what it is. Вот. И мы сегодня зададим ему несколько вопросов, как он это делает, как это все происходит. Я думаю, вам будет интересно. Вы слышали этот космический прекрасный звук. So, Christopher, его имя Кристофер. So, Christopher, we are very appreciated to talking with you about your instrument, about your story. So, can you tell us how long ago and how you knew about such kind of instruments?
Well, first I'd like to thank you for your interest and us documenting these questions and answers and opportunity to share and thank you for viewing. I began the path to work on these instruments, the pursuit to work on these instruments about at the 2011.
2011, yeah.
The end of 2010 in November was when I first found out.
So it's 5 years ago.
So yes, 5 years. In the 2010 in November, I met a shaman that had a vision of me working and making a UFO metal musical instrument.
Before you didn't hear about this, nothing?
I have not heard about it.
So, and you never played an instrument?
I've never played an instrument in my life.
Yeah.
I've never known of musical structure or notes. No experience.
No
I would whistle. That's it. Nothing more.
Yeah.
So he mentioned about a UFO metal musical instrument.
He saw only.
He saw it as a vision and shared with me.
Yeah.
I asked him what the instrument was.
Yeah.
And he did not know.
Yeah.
I asked him how I would find information about it. And he told me if it was my path, then I would find out from there.
Yeah.
So the next morning, I went into my office. I was a sculptor.
Yeah.
I made large sculptures for film and video and things of this nature.
It was your business before?
Since 1996.
Yeah.
I've been working with scenery, the scene industry.
Yeah.
So I have been in the scenery business since 1996, making film and props and sculptures for film and video. I was unhappy with myself.
You feel like, and why?
It was a good business financially, but working with materials that were bad for the environment. And the sculptures I would make were for temporary use.
Yeah.
So it was not sustainable, nothing lasting.
For one day, for
one day,
for a year.
For one shot.
For one shot.
One scene in a film. And at the time the shaman shared this experience with me, it was during that time of me not feeling good about what I was doing with my work. So I sat down in my office and I typed in UFO metal musical instrument.
Yeah, you still didn't know how it named. You only.
All I knew was UFO. Metal musical instrument, nothing more.
Yeah.
When the search came up, there was definitely a UFO metal musical instrument before me.
Looks like.
When I played a video, one of the first videos that came up was Daniel Waples, and I saw this charming, dreadlocked man smiling and playing this glorious instrument.
So, okay.
I never heard this sound before in my life here, but I felt in my heart that I've heard that sound somewhere else, like so many people say. So I looked at the instrument and I thought, it's a sculpture. And though I have no experience with music, I felt called to try, to research. When I first saw the video and I first heard the first sound, I heard a voice outside of me say, yes.
Yes, like a feeling, like it's your way.
And I had to, I walked away from my business. I did not go into my office for 3 years until my wife became our business manager and I gave the office to her. I severed my ties with my company abruptly because I was afraid to pursue not the sculpture but the sound, because I had no experience with music. I always wanted to experience with music, but I did not have the confidence or the discipline.
These 3 years you were thinking, or you was already creating something new, you was making your pen, or you was only thinking about it?
When I saw the video, I knew that I was going to dedicate myself to make the instrument.
Yeah.
That I would sacrifice whatever, anything I need to sacrifice, and in order to create this type of sound sculpture.
So, and then after 3 years, what changed?
So over the path that we chose was I contacted Dr. Elie Manette, which is the father of the Trinidadian steel drum from the Caribbean, from Trinidad. He fortunately had a workshop and lives and works about 9 hours from where we live.
Yeah.
And I made visits to learn about the Trinidadian steel pan, how steel works, to make sound from the sculpture.
Yeah.
He became my mentor, like a father to me. And over that time, we took a very long time to develop our instrument, mostly because of my fear. And because of that, a lot was sacrificed, a lot was lost. At times, we could not pay our power bill at our home.
Yeah, was this
I have
time?
my wife and many children. I have 4 children. And we moved to our workshop.
Yeah.
Because my wife said, we only have power for one place.
We must leave this place.
We must leave the comfort of our home to be at the shop so we can continue our path, our exploration. We lived there at the workshop for maybe 5-6 months before we could move back into our home. You know? But it wasn't bad.
It was your experience.
It was our experience. And some of the most life-changing experiences that we can have in life, are ones that we face our fears, we sacrifice, we face being uncomfortable, so that we can find that if we are disciplined in our dedication, that we can overcome these fears, these concerns, thoughts about what other people might think of you, how they may not understand you. And in our process, we've chosen to do this very discreetly in comparison to many others. When we began the process, a person came to me and shared a movie with me. Gave me a CD. It was a documentary from Pan Art, which makes the original Hong. And the title of the movie was A Discrete Revolution. There's no that was all the information I had. So I chose to follow the title. I felt that many people might approach this instrument as a capitalistic path for financial wealth, for egotistical status. And that would not serve my growth, the authentic growth of my life, and not being what I want to experience. It's not what I'm searching for. I'm not searching for capital gain, for money. I'm not searching for respect from people. I'm searching for truth of myself and making the best art that I can. So for years I would travel to West Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains. It's been known for decades as being Pan City, USA.
Yeah.
Because there's more steel musical instruments made in Morgantown, West Virginia, than any other city in the country. There's no city in the country that makes more steel musical instruments.
Cool.
Yeah. So there were times when for maybe 2 years when I would visit, I leave my family, leave my children, leave my comfort, my home, and stay in a tent.